to totally change the subject matter here to a certain degree, I really enjoy watching a lot of the gun reviewers out there. Honest Outlaw is one of my favorites. Such, that hillbilly down in Tennessee, even though he's awful long-winded, Hickok 45. There's a lot of gun reviewers out there. Some of them are quite delightful and honest, and others are kind of, I think they kind of whore, to be honest with you. And you know, they're fanboys. You see that a lot in the Glock community. You see fanboys. It's like, you know, if it ain't a Glock, it ain't nothing. So, I was smoking a little weed here earlier. Excuse me. So, I've been wanting to make a video. Sun's going down right now, so the lighting's not the best. But, you know, I just took a shower, and hair's clean, and got my grandpa suspenders on, and thought, I was smoking a little weed, get a little verbose, there ain't nobody around. So, I thought, I was fantasizing a little earlier, I'm thinking, man, if I got to be a gun review whore, who would I want a whore for? And I thought, you know, what are my favorite brands of guns? Like, if I was to pick up a sponsorship from somebody, and they sent me all the different guns that they make, and I got to talk about them and review them and shit, who would I want to do that for? And two outfits immediately came to mind, mainly because I own at least one, if not multiple, firearms from the same company, and also because they're the appeal to me is that they're very provocative in terms of their designs. And I like that. And number one, the company I would whore for the most, I think, would be the Italian company Chiappa. Chiappa. I've got 3 Chiappas. I've got 2 Chiappa little tiny wire framed little Badgers, and their M1 clone that's in 22, which is just the coolest rifle. It's like, I still got that one out. Covered up with a blanket. And so I'd love to whore for them. They've got some guns that some of them I've never even seen and are so interesting in design. The Chiappa Rhino being a significant one. It's like a 357 Magnum, but it's got extremely low bore axis. It's a weird looking gun, like a Rhino is a weird looking animal. And they make apparently a pretty decent AR-15-22 and cowboy style guns. And so I'd love to whore for Chiappa. The other company that I'd love to whore for would be Kel-Tec, even though I've only got one Kel-Tec. And actually, you know, I lied. I do have a deep concealed Kel-Tec handy. I could reach down and grab it, maybe as well, because you haven't seen any guns yet. My P32, which which I just adore. It's the coolest little deep concealed gun ever. I mean, I got little hands and I can totally cover this thing up. And 7+1, and it has just, I got it used from my son. I traded him what I was using for a pocket pistol at the time, and he was using this. He's got huge hands, and he couldn't shoot this very well, but I shoot it really good. So anyway, got the Kel-Tec. Kel-Tec is making just some of the wildest guns out there. I'm really intrigued with the 22 Magnum caliber, and they're doing more with that caliber than anybody else. They've got the PMR 30 out, which I'd love to. It's like a slightly less than 1 pound gun. That it's a 22 Magnum semi-auto pistol, which is rare enough, but it's got a 30 round magazine. And then there's the CMR 30, and it's like a carbine version of just basically the pistol with a buttstock, a little wire collapsible buttstock, and a 16-inch barrel to turn it into a rifle. But they got really weird shotguns and all kinds of other stuff like that. And I thought, well, I could whore for them. They're just down in Cocoa Beach, Florida, which is one of my favorite places in the whole world. I'd love to whore for them. So, if you're listening, Kel-Tec and the Chiappa, I'm part Italian, you know. You just let me know. Send me some free guns, and I'll say all kinds of really cool things about them. And so, anyway, thanks for listening. Goodbye.